All right, today being Monday, August 11th, 2025, YouTube is doing a big change on the 13th of August, which would be Wednesday in 2 days, just bringing it to everybody's attention. Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem HaKodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders here at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect.
Of course, if you're testing to see if someone's 13 or 14 or 15 or 16, you're also testing to see, by definition, if they're 16 plus. So if there's going to be age verification, everybody is going to have to go through an age verification process, won't they?
No shizer. And this is Australia, but isn't it funny? Tee. Isn't it funny how so many countries are going through the same thing? Developed countries, countries in the West, going through exactly the same thing. Here in the UK, we've got this Online Safety Act where everybody woke up one day, one morning, what's this? This website, I've got to give you what? The ID to get into online safety. It's for your safety. In Australia, exactly the same time. Yeah. You're banning, was it under 16-year-olds from social media platforms? It's uncanny.
Yes. So this isn't just about the privacy or collecting data about kids. This is literally everybody accessing social media. That's how it has to work, isn't it?
Yes.
Senator Shoebridge, you just used the term age verification. You may not have been in the room when we had a discussion about the distinction between age verification and age assurance. This is an age assurance trial.
This is...
Quick head down. I think you'll find the nuance between the words that we use mean that we get away with one thing, and it actually means, it does mean something else, but because we use the words quick head down.
Yeah, you're saying the same thing. If you say you want, it's age assurance, it's the same as age verification, which really it just means they want your information. This is how the devil plays on his words. This is how they introduce their change. They always label it like it's something humanitarian, right? Something for the greater good. This is for the safety of the children.
I don't have to answer that. See how this works? Yeah. It is basically what you're saying, but because we use different words, and I put my head down real quick, it means that we can completely get away with it.
If you're going to have age assurance for kids 13, 14, 15 or 16, testing, if they're that age, you're testing everyone's age, and you're doing it at that level of age assurance.
Yeah.
And that has privacy and data protection implications for literally everybody accessing social media, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why we've commissioned consumer research to look at consumer willingness and particular aspects that are important to them.
Lucky us, mate. But we'll call it something else. Quick head down, and then we don't need to answer anything else because it's the words that I've just said that it is. But your question, and shut up.
Right, they're trying to say that this is just to verify when it comes to making money and things of that nature, but we know that this is just one step closer to the family of the word, as they want to essentially have everybody's record on file. Because if they want you to verify that you are, quote unquote, over the age of 16, they're going to demand an ID, and they're going to need your face scan. They're going to need all of that. So it's going to go all into the database. So from what you already could do is now a barrier to access that, which is exactly how this man operates. This is how the image of the beast gets established. Right? So let's go over to YouTube, which is actually going to be doing the same thing.
Has introduced the Internet Age Verification System, where you have to prove you're over 18 to visit certain websites. Clearly the US and Australia have taken inspiration from the UK, because YouTube made their blog post just 4 days after the law went into effect in the UK. As a British person living in the UK, I apologise on behalf of the country, because having to verify your age by using AI to scan your face or upload uploading a picture of your ID to a website you've never heard of is completely ridiculous. It's dystopian, it's unnecessary, it's an invasion of your privacy, and it could lead to one of the biggest data leaks the world has ever seen.
And it is also prophetic. Just as someone down here, see, everybody can see where this is leading to right now. Just like somebody put in the comments here. I have a bad feeling that literally everyone on YouTube will be classified as a child, so they have to show ID, right? So what he explained in the beginning, unless I can go to the exact spot, was that this is for children. Let's see.
Of some kinds of content. If the system wrongly determines a user to be under 18, the user will have the option to verify their correct age, such as by using a credit card or government ID. This article honestly impressed me.
Right, so YouTube is rolling out the same thing. They're saying that they're only going to be monitoring so many teens on YouTube. And they're going to have AI determine who's a child or who isn't. And if they determine that you're a child, they're going to limit your YouTube features. And a lot of those features tend to go into uploads and what it is that you can see. And really, they're already doing that. If you happen to get a strike on your channel, they'll tell you that they're going to limit what you can do, like putting links in your description. They limit you, right? And then they say the only way to get around this is just to build up your channel history, meaning prove or whatever that I don't know what they're trying to prove. But they also say right there, or if you want, you could just send us a upload of a picture of your ID, and from that point you can get all of your features reestablished, because then we can verify that you're a person or something like that. They're already doing that, but now they're gonna do it come the 13th, which means, right? And we already know that this is just one step closer for them to just completely really shut down YouTube. Okay. If they require all the channels, like Great Millstone Israelite, if they say basically in order for you to still use your channel, you have to show ID, then eventually it's just going to get to a point where they're going to just say, in order to upload a video, to even run a channel, to even have a channel, they want you to upload your ID. And why do you think they want to do that? So they can have all of your information. So as prophecy says in Amos 8:11, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. So we've been saying that the famine of the word is going to come. We've been saying that they're going to use, one of the main things they're going to use is anti-Semitism, of course. And they're going to put it in the books. Anybody who, basically, if you call yourself an Israelite, they're going to label you as an anti-Sem, and then they'll go as far as to say that you're a threat, you're dangerous. And it'll be easier for them to find you if they can make sure that just for you to teach or to teach the Bible, really anybody teaching the Bible, pull up their information. Now we got their ID, all of these things. So who knows? We doesn't look like we're going to be on YouTube much longer. This is the famine of the word coming in, and it's happening. It's pretty big. It's actually pretty sudden too. You're only really now hearing about this because really it's about to go into effect. So that's how this devil's really moving now. He's really not announcing things months in advance anymore. He's just passing it, and it's just going to come to pass. So in the UK, to access any social media, from what they're saying, requires an ID if you're in the UK. And they say, oh, this is just to verify that you're not a kid. This is how they play on words. Okay. They always pretend like they're coming to monitor for the children's safety. They're monitoring for the children. This is for the safety of the children. And then they're going to slowly broaden the definition and broaden their security. Say, yeah, we found out that really anybody who got the channel videos monetized, they're going to be next. And then they're just going to say, yeah, how about this? Anybody that runs a channel, period. This is how it's called gradualism or creeping normality. But the front, how they get in the door, It's always the deception. It's like I said, it's under the guise of humanitarian aid, wanting to supply food for everybody, wanting to keep people safe, wanting to keep you safe. So when they send those martial law troops on your corner, it's just to keep the riots down, till things calm down. But then you find out that they're still there, and they say, hey, we want to keep them around just for a few more weeks to ensure that nothing else happens. Look, we're trying to keep you safe. And the next thing you know, turns out they're going to be staying. It's just for to keep you safe. Don't worry, they're not going to bother you, such and such, as they slowly build up barricades around your neighborhood, etc. Then they implement the change. That's how they get down, folks. So even on the internet, when it comes to YouTube, we see that our time is limited. So this is the famine of the word coming in. All right. Now, what's going to happen to all the Israelite celebrities? That's a good question. You know, we've been telling people, who knows how much longer we got. And this is, look at that. That's a huge change. So we truly don't even know how it's going to go moving forward when it comes to doing lessons. So at the very least, we're just going to get this information out. So with that, shalom.